Well, hello everyone. It's Deb Naylor from the Flying Stamper, and I am doing this video as a Facebook Live, but then it will be converted to a YouTube, so you will hear me interacting with people a little bit. Let me know if you've joined yet. I'm going to just fiddle around here for a few minutes till we get a few people on, and then I will start talking about what's happening. What a gorgeous day in our neighborhood for those of you that live in the area. I hope you were able to get out and do something fun in the sun. It was a beautiful day. So we're here today to celebrate Paper Pumpkin's 9th birthday. Can you believe that Paper Pumpkin has been around for 9 years already? That is just amazing to me. Time goes by so fast, it seems. Let me know if you guys are seeing me okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room in just a minute, which is the I don't have my kit elephant. That kit, you know. I'm just trying to make sure I can see myself in my laptop. So let me know if I'm coming in okay. You guys see my hands. You see the box. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Christy. Thanks for joining me. Let's see, where did my video go? Okay, so let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I am very aware that many people do not have their kits. And actually, I don't have my kit either. This kit is actually from one of my team members, Michelle. She got her kit and she gave me this Friday night. So that's the only reason I'm able to do this Facebook Live, because I have her kit. So here's what happened with the kits. Stampin' Up! Ordered enough for all of us, and they got one shipment in, and they were anticipating that they would get their second shipment in on time. And so they started processing kits. They print out labels. They did their printing of the labels and shipping the kits like they normally do, but they did not get that second order in. It is sitting at a railway, and there are, I guess, over 300 containers sitting at this railway. There is a shortage of trucks to haul the kits. So the kits are in Salt Lake City. They just need to get from the rail yard to Stampin' Up! So that they can process and distribute them. So if your kit has not arrived yet, you should have gotten an email from Paper Pumpkin, I believe on Thursday, letting you know that your kit, what was going on with your kit, and that it was on a delay. And they will keep us posted. I'm sure that they are working as hard as they can to get those kits in their hand and get our kits to us. I'm sure they're not having a good time with this either, and I know I've talked to many of you, and it's just the supply chain issues. We are a broken country right now with supply issues. So I think the good news is that it's not toilet paper and it's not a medicine, and you're going to get it eventually, and we have plenty of other things to do until we do get it. But I did want to go ahead and do the Paper Pumpkin birthday party this month, and because otherwise I'm just going to get behind, and I'm also on vacation next month, and so I want, when you do get your kits, for you to have these extra ideas. So this is what the pretty box looks like. Some of you have received it already. I know most of you haven't that are on my subscribers, so be on the lookout for this. And it makes 9 cards. Here's the little flyer. And I'll actually show you the cards here in just a minute. Hi, Val. Hi, Tina. Here's the back. So here's actually what comes in the kits. And since so many of you don't have the kit yet, I'm actually going to show a little more detail than I normally do. And then on the back of the flyer, you have your alternates, like they always list for us. So let me show you the 3 cards, how they look finished. They're really beautiful, you guys. I love the envelopes. So this is exactly how the kit is made to be created. I'll show you 3 of those, and then I'll show you how I played around. So here's another one, another envelope. I love the inside of this envelope, this Misty Moonlight. It's one of my favorite blues. And then here is the last one. Yes, the kit is absolutely gorgeous. I have to be honest, I didn't even really want to play. I wanted to just make them all up as designed. And it goes together real easy. It's not a difficult kit, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. So I don't have even a lot of tips on putting it together. I just have a few. All right, so there's all 3 of them. So this is what the card bases look like, since there's so many of you that don't have them yet. And when I saw this one and this one, to me they look like little pieces of art, little paintings. So I'm going to show you one of my ideas where I actually made it into a little painting. So they're just gorgeous. So you're going to love it when you get it. Just a few little tips. So your ink spot is Misty Moonlight. And I do have some new subscribers, so I'm just going to tell you that how I normally open my spots is I take my paper snips and I just use them to kind of cut the label off, and I leave the back intact so that my lid doesn't ever get lost. And then on your labels, another tip that I like to give is that I like to leave them intact, stamp them, and then pull them out, because otherwise you've got a really tiny piece of paper. It is beautiful, Gina. Wow, I'm seeing all the comments tonight. Normally I don't see the comments. So one of the things that I like to use is the paper piercing mat. It gives a little extra foam and cushion, and it works really nicely with the photopolymer stamps. So this is a long stamp, much bigger than the spot. So I'm going to lay the stamp on its back, ink it up, and then I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of that little label there. So it's so much easier to stamp while it's still in the holder versus taking it out and then you've got this little tiny scrap. So those are my 2 big tips. Now, the only thing you ever need with a paper pumpkin is your D-block. And if you were a new subscriber this month, they sent you one. So hang on to that because you'll need it for your future paper pumpkins. So that's the only thing that you need when your paper pumpkin comes in. But I have a couple of tools that I like to have to use with my kit too. So the paper snips or some little scissors, this paper piercing mat, and then this little tool here is called the Take-A-Pick tool, and I like it because it's got a little spatula and a poker. It's got a little spatula on the end, which makes it easier to move those embellishments around. I forgot to mention that on the spots, they should always be stored down, and that way the ink comes to the top. It's nice and juicy on top. I like to take a piece of the coordinating cardstock and punch it out and just glue it on the bottom, but you can write the name on the bottom with a Sharpie or something too. And your ink pads and your spots like to live just like we do. They don't like to be too hot, they don't like to be laying around in the sun, and they don't like to be too cold. So room temperature basically, away from sun. Okay, I'm going to put that away. Let's see. So the stamp sets, so it was a birthday month, and so we got 2 stamp sets. So here's the birthday stamp set. So this was a bonus, and it's got, some of my stamps are off because I'm actually going to show you something in a minute. So it's got Celebrate, it's got this 2-step stamping set, and I'm going to show you how to 2-step if you don't know how, and we're not talking about country western dancing. And then we're going to do Time to Celebrate, and you've got Sending You Birthday Wishes and Best Wishes. And you've got some leaves and some foliage. All right, so I'm going to put that away. So here is the stamp set that came with the kit, and it's got some great sentiments in it. Thinking of you. I love the font on that. I will always be here for you. So that's nice to go with that on the inside. Thanks. Hello. I've got hello out. You saw me use congratulations and then a little note. Now, I will tell you something funny that happened this morning. I started putting this together last night and then I finished it this morning. So I was using the thanks stamp and then a little note, and I lost both of them in my studio today. I have tore my room up again and all over my house. This I found on the edge of my tablecloth in my studio. This one is still MIA, a little note, and I'm kind of upset about it because I really like the font on it too. So the hunt continues, and I know that the smartest thing to do would be to stamp, clean the stamp, and put it back on the holder. But, you know, I get busy and I say, oh, I'll do that in a minute, and then the next thing you know, I don't. So I try to follow my own rules again. Anyway, I thought you would get a kick out of that. It's sort of been that weekend where lots of things have gotten lost in here. So let's talk about some alternate projects. So I told you that when I first got the kit, I thought it looked like, yes, Diana, just like you, I lose my stamps too. And this isn't the first time, and it probably will not be the last time, but they always turn up, but it's in really weird spots. So anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. This is a little portrait, and I got this little easel at the $1.25 tree. I picked it up actually last month. I had no idea what I was going to use it for. I just thought, oh, I'll do something with it at some point. It's so cute. Anyway, I took some petal pink cardstock and I cut it to fit the little portrait here, and then I cut this off the card and just mounted it right in the middle. And I intended to put some words or something here, but actually after I got it done, I thought, no, it looks like a little portrait. I am not going to put anything on here. So you guys are cracking me up. Your studio. Yeah, eat next. Yes, I'm reading that. Yes, it's not just me. I'm so glad. Yes, dies like to hide too. Okay, so you know how I like to play with negatives, right? And I always tell you don't throw anything away until I've done my thing. So you're going to get 4 of these, and I think they are hooked together this way on the side, and they are for this punch out right here, okay? But look how cute they are. So I just made them as an extra little layer. So I took some pale papaya cardstock and I dry embossed it with the gingham embossing folder from the mini catalog. And then this is just one of the vines from the kit, and then that's the words. So isn't that cute? By the way, these will all get posted on the Facebook page. So you can look in the file on the album for March 2022. And that'll probably take me about a day to get them all posted, but I'll start working on that tomorrow. Okay, so you also are going to have, you're going to punch these out of another negative. And this is Evening Evergreen. I hope you guys can see that. When you get through with it, you have this little leftover piece here. So I cut those, trimmed that off, and then I just added, this is actually an extra little card. Isn't it cute? So that's a negative that would normally go in your recycle bin. And I'm just showing you an alternate way to use it. And then you're going to punch out these vines and stems, and you'll have this negative left over. So if you fussy cut around the outside of these, So I did 2 of these and 1 of these. You can make a card that looks like this. So those are all negatives. Those would all be things that would be in the recycle bin. And then I took the birthday stamp set and I stamped the flowers, and then I fussy cut them. Okay, then I have one more idea. So you have this little strip in here, which is a layer for one of the cards. And when you get through with it, you have 3 of them. So you punch those out. So now you have this cute little negative left over. So what I did on this was I took the envelope and I carefully opened it up, and then I cut it up and I made it into a layer, and I mounted it on the Misty Moonlight cardstock. So this is from the envelope. I had enough scraps left over from actually the flap of the envelope to punch out some ladybug wings, and then I used some Misty Moonlight paper for the actual ladybug. And then Paper Pumpkin is always so generous, you guys, with the little embellishments. So those are from the kit, little leftover embellishments. Aren't those cute? Isn't this a cute card? I love it. And I'm so happy the ladybug bundle will be in the new catalog. So that's awesome. Okay, so that's all I have for you on the negatives, but here's some other alternate ideas. So I still had a little bit of the envelope left after I cut it up for the other card. So I had some of this right here left over somehow. Oh, I had this back flap. That's what it was. I had that left over. So I cut it up and then I layered it on some old olive cardstock. And then I just used some of the sentiment. You know, I think this is a good card to mail out to a guy. Thank you, Diana. And then I just took one of the greenery and attached that. So isn't that cute? All right, so here's another one of the card bases, and this is a real simple card. I took the Heart and Home doilies. There's the Misty Moonlight. There's 10 of those Misty Moonlight doilies in there, and I laid that on top. And then again, there's that Thinking of You, and there's a little bit of ribbon left when you get through making your cards. So I put that ribbon on there, and then I just used my layering circle dies and did a couple of layers, the old olive, and then a basic white. And then here's a card that I made with the birthday stamp set. And I wanted to show you this because I didn't two-step it. So I wanted you to see how that looks when you don't two-step it. It really looks a lot better when it's got the two-step on it. So, all right, so those are my ideas so far. I might have a few more that I'll post on the Facebook page. All right, so let's talk about, we are doing a birthday party, right? And at birthday parties, you generally have a favor for everyone, right? So all of my subscribers are going to get a favor in the mail, and I'll probably get these pushed out by Tuesday. It might be Wednesday. So let me show you what you're going to get in the mail, and then what you can do with it after you get it. So you're going to get an extra project. And you're going to get an envelope and a note card and one of the Misty Moonlight doilies, and then a layering circle and a white scrap and a pale papaya. And there will be a little punch out from that. So let me show you what you're going to do with those. This is the card you're going to make. So you'll need your stamp set and your Misty Moonlight spot, and then you'll need just a smidge of ribbon. So let me show you how we're going to make this card. You know what to do with it when you get it, right? All right, so I've got everything already on blocks. And I love this hello. It's nice and bold. And then to me, that means that you can kind of make the card into anything you want on the inside. You can leave it blank. It can be a thinking of you. It can be a thank you. It can be a birthday. It can be whatever you want. I'm going to put this underneath my mat so I don't get any ink on it. All right, let's see. What did I do with my spot? Okay, so let me talk to you about two-stepping. So there's two stamps here. There's a solid image, and then there's some lines. And there's a couple different ways to two-step. You can use a lighter ink and a darker ink. Or what we're going to do today is we're going to use just one ink, but we're going to offload once, and that'll make the ink lighter. So we're going to take our Misty Moonlight. We're going to start with our bold image, and we're going to ink it up real good. Okay, Jana. Oh, I saw that. I will give it to you on Friday. Thank you. Good idea. Okay, so what we're going to do is offload it once. And then we're going to take it to that circle. And mostly what I want is the big bold flower. Now we're going to ink up the detail stamp. And this time we won't offload it. So it'll be darker. And it'll give some detail and definition to the flower. All right, we're going to turn it over, and then you kind of have to line it up. Let's see. There we go. It's a great thing about the photopolymers. They're very easy to see through. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not trying to be Hallmark. All right, actually, that's pretty darn good, Deb. Okay, so then that goes on top of here. And you can use whatever adhesive you like. I am a huge fan of the liquid glue. A little goes a long ways, holds really well, and it has a little bit of moving time. But again, everybody has their own thing. Some people really like double stick tape, and some people like snail, and some people like Val, like the new adhesive that Stampin' Up! Came out with. So I'm also going to stamp the center of this, which I can't remember the name of it right now, so help me out, Val. I'm going to stamp the center of the little circle punch on the papaya. Let's see, now we need a dimensional to put underneath that. And that goes like that. All right, and then we need hello, and that goes on the little white strip. Seal. Yes, actually Val loves Seal Plus. There's Seal and Seal Plus. Val loves Seal Plus. Me and Seal Plus, we don't seem to have a groove. I seem to just make a mess with that. So I know it takes a certain touch, and Val's got the touch. And if you do have that touch, people absolutely love that adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to put that on top of the papaya. And then this all just gets layered on the card. And I did use some dimensionals to pop this up. And that's what it looks like. So again, I will post this on the Facebook page. So watch for that to arrive either in the mail, or if I happen to be seeing you in the next few days, I'll hand it to you. Okay, let's see. I've got some other stuff. Oh yeah, so you would normally have games, right, at a birthday party, and then some people would win the games, right? Well, since we're not all together, it's a little hard to play games, but I have lots and lots of prizes, and I'm going to start with this very, very first one. It's the Calming Camellia, the beautiful Calming Camellia stamp set, and I have this to give away. So if you were a subscriber in March, I have you in here, and you might win one of these door prizes. So let's see who's going to win this. So I think there were 28 of you guys. We have a 1 in 28 chance. Okay, I'm looking away, just so you know. And our winner is Susan Smith. So I'm going to put the little tag in here, and then I'll get hold of Susan. So I also have some more things to give away, though. I have these Heart and Home doilies. These are the basic gray ones, and there's 8 of them, I think. I had to open up 3 packages of the Heart and Home doilies in order to make enough for everybody to have their favor. So I thought, well, I'll just give these other ones away. So let's see here. This one's going to go to Linda B. And then I have another one of those. And this one is going to go to Barbara. Okay, I also have, we all love embellishments, right? So I have some of the clear and silver epoxy essentials. And whoever wins these, I just want to remind you that you can color them with either a Sharpie or one of the blends, so you can actually make them colored if you want. Okay, I am looking away again. Rita. Okay. All right, I also have a lot of DSP sheets that I'm going to give away. These are good for making, there's 4 quarter sheets, and these are great for making a quick and easy card. And this first one is going to Gina. Okay, I have another one of those. And this one is going to Carolyn. And I have this cute little one with the Penguin Paradise paper from celebrations in January and February. And this one's going to Val. And this is from that paper too, the Penguin Paradise, the other side of it. Actually, I think this was from a different pack now that I think about it. This one is going to Jan. I will bring that with your order tomorrow, Jan. And then I've got another Penguin Paradise. And this one is going to Deb M. So I'll see you on Friday, Deb, at the Sumner Senior Card class. So I'll bring it there for you. And then last door prize. And this one is going to Kathy H. So I'll pop that in the mail to you, Kathy. All right, so that's all I have for door prizes. And I'll either see you and give those to you in the next week, or you will receive them in the mail. Okay, I got a couple other things I want to talk to you about. All of my current subscribers will receive the new Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, and that comes out May 3rd. So you will receive it sometime next month. I'm not going to give you a date because I can't really control the shipping and arrival of product right now. So I will let you know when they're in, and we'll make arrangements to meet up, or they'll be mailed directly to you if you're not in my neck of the woods. Or worst case scenario, you'll get them if you're attending Fond Farewell next month. So that will be coming out, and if you were a subscriber in March, you will receive that from me. And then let's talk about the April kit. The April Paper Pumpkin kit is called Change is Beautiful. It is 9 cards. The designs are inspired by the natural cycles of change found in nature, and you will receive, the normal spot. They've already told us it's going to be a melon mambo spot. and then all the ingredients to make 9 cards, including your adhesives. Be sure you hang on to that D block because you will need that. And if you aren't a current subscriber, you can subscribe to get this kit by April 10th. I did a blog post today on theflyingstamper.blogspot.com that actually goes over more details on the kit. So go ahead and pop on there if you need more information. There's also a cool little video. I'm kind of excited about this kit. The video shows a young girl growing up and then going off to college, and she's got like a bulletin board in her dorm room, and it's her mom has been sending her cards. I think it's her mom, and she's got several paper pumpkin cards up there. And so I think this is just a really fun card, maybe to send to a kid that's, you know, maybe just starting in college or maybe going to boarding school or something like that. But I also like the theme of it. Change is beautiful. So change is beautiful in nature, but sometimes it's not beautiful in life. So sending out a card to somebody that maybe is going through some difficult changes might really help lift their spirits. So I like that. I like that idea a lot. So anyway, you guys, I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend, and thank you very much for joining in with me tonight. And I look forward to seeing many of you all over the place next month. I've got a lot of events going on, and I'm excited about that. And if you were a subscriber, watch the mail for fun things. And then keep your eye, if you didn't get your kit yet, keep your eye out. If I hear anything from Stampin' Up! Or Paper Pumpkin, I'll post it right away. So keep your eye out for that box to arrive as soon as Stampin' Up's able to get the container out of the railway. All right, have a great evening. Thanks again. Take good care. Stay safe. Bye.